Hello, everyone, and welcome to my little den here in sunny Arizona. This is November the 17th, 2024, and we have just had amazing election in this country, and I think it's safe to say that it was an earth-shaking event, literally, because this past election in the United States has shaken the world and will shake it up even more. And I'll summarize it this way. My video and my blog today is titled President in Disguise. And I'm going to go about it in a little different way. I'm going to use some numerology, and I want to start with 2016. Now, the elections here, as most people know, are held every 4 years. There was an election in 2016, and President Donald Trump was president from 2016 to 2020. Now, 2016 in numerology is a 9. And a 9 means the ending of the old. So during those 4 years, we saw an end to many antiquated ways of thinking and doing in this world. And then that brought us to 2020. Those numbers come out to a 4. 4 in numerology means balance. 2020 to 2024 brought a semblance of balance. Many people balanced their personal lives. The world came into a little more balance. The divine feminine made some progress regarding the patriarchy on the planet. So 2020 was about balance. That brings us to 2024 now. And 2024 is an 8. Now, 8 is a pretty powerful number in numerology. And it means cosmic consciousness. It means a couple of other things as well. But cosmic consciousness is one of the meanings of it. And I like to use that one today because it represents something very special to me. That tells me that we are going to be propelled quickly and solidly into more unity and brotherhood, sisterhood through these next 4 years, into more spiritual awareness and cosmic consciousness. So that will take us up to the year 2028, where there will be another election. Now, 2028 is a 12 in numerology, and it represents a powerful unit of energy. It's a cycle for growth and development. And then the year 2028 up to 2032, when there will be another election, will bring us into the energies of the number 7. I love this. Number 7 is a mystical, magical number. It means beginnings and endings. And then a lot more of the old ways of thinking and doing will be gone. And they'll just disappear, and it will bring in more of the new age of Aquarius practices. Now, 2032 up to 2036 span between elections in the US will culminate in changes and newness that will be something we can only dream of now. Many, many wonderful surprises are on the horizon. Now, I did some research and I came upon a quote I'd like to share with you. The quote is, "One man with courage makes a majority." Now, that quote was attributed to Andrew Jackson, who was president of the United States. He was the 7th president of the United States, 1800s, 1829, I think, to 18, I wasn't, I don't have the numbers here exactly. But then I read further, and someone else said that that quote came from a Scottish reformer by the name of John Knox. It doesn't matter where it came from. What matters is what it says, and it says a lot. And then I read during my research some of the explanations that a few people put forth regarding that quote. And just to make sure I don't say it wrong, I'd like to read it, if you don't mind. One explanation or description of that quote was, this powerful quote speaks to the idea that individual strength and bravery can help inspire and motivate others, creating a sense of unity and purpose. Now, I've been talking about that through this brief blog. Another one I found was real gem, and I have that first one was from a website called factmole.com. And there's another one by a website called Quotation. And this came from that website. This short but powerful statement emphasizes the importance of courage, highlighting the potential for individual actions to bring about meaningful transformations, despite any opposition or obstacles. This quote expresses the idea that it only takes one brave individual to inspire and lead others towards change or progress. To me, that sums up Donald J. Trump, President Donald J. Trump. How one man could come from what he's had to deal with over the years to a victory that he attained in this last election. And everyone has a right to their own opinion. And it is the job, the task of each person to use discernment and come into their own truth. This is just me, what I've learned and what I believe and what my truth is. President Donald Trump has been a president in disguise, a president in waiting, if you like. And I think those quotes describe him very well. Now, during the fiasco of the election of 2020 in this country, he agreed to take a back seat and let things be. And for 4 years, he sacrificed by agreeing to step back, agreeing to give humanity the 4 years from November 2020 until November 2024 to give humanity the opportunity to wake up, to come into the realization of what is and what has been happening on our planet for centuries. And that opportunity has been huge. His sacrifice was huge. Greed and human trafficking, murder and chaos, just a few of the depraved ongoings that have been happening on this planet, harvesting of organs, and there's so much more. I don't want to go into it, but there's been much, and there's been a lot of evil happening. The dark hats have been in control for centuries, and they have perpetrated a lot of suffering upon humanity during that time, but things are changing. This is the time for real change. Now, the suffering has been for a reason, and I don't have time to go into it in this blog, but just as a side note, I would like to bring your attention to a blog I wrote in July of 2020. It was posted July 29th of 2020 on my website, crystalcorridorlight.com. And the title of it is The Bigger Picture. And there's a lot of good information in there that is pertinent to this, if you care to check the website and that blog. There's been a lot of truths that have surfaced in the past few months, and more are to come. So hang on to your hats, because it's coming. Now this, I say again, this is a time for great change. We have entered the age of Aquarius. We're leaving the age of Pisces. And those two ages overlap by hundreds of years. And they're very different ages, Aquarius and Pisces. The age of Pisces was referred to as hierarchy, like a vertical structure, like a pyramid, with the elite at the top and the power at the top, and that has been present on Gaia for centuries. And then the poor, the downtrodden, were at the bottom. That was the age of Pisces, where all the power, wealth, and greed was at the top. And then the suffering were at the bottom. But that will change. Now, the age of Aquarius is often referred to as a horizontal age, an open age of networking, an age of information, age of technology, and a rise in human collective consciousness. And that is known as the Golden Age. And so the age of Aquarius is the Golden Age. Now, change is necessary, but it can be messy. It's never real pretty. And all of the rot, all of the poison, all of the guck has to rise to the surface, to be acknowledged and to be healed. And think of it like a boil, like a festering boil. It all has to come up. Because if you have a real bad boil, it's not going to heal until it breaks open and all the poison is drained away. And that's what's happening on our planet. All of that has to come to the top so people can see it, so people can acknowledge it, so people can understand what's been going on. And then we can heal. We can heal our world. The light workers on this planet have been working for years and years and years to bring light here, to bring knowledge, to bring truth and awareness and healing. And it's happening. Our planet, our society has been under the iron grip, or held within the iron grip, of a few Draco reptilians and their minions, who are the Cabal, or also known as the Illuminati. I am speaking of our society and every organization and industry has been affected and controlled by that group. I'm talking about our medical, our financial, our educational, our industrial, religious, and the mainstream media. Nothing has escaped their iron. They've been infiltrated every organization. And it's being stopped now. But the top Dracos have been neutralized a few years ago, and now the mopping up is happening by taking down the Cabal and arresting them and having them answer to their nefarious deeds. The mopping up has been, President Trump has had a hand in that and is very active in all of it and in cleaning and clearing up the malevolent dark hats. Now, President Trump will be the catalyst that will truly propel us into the golden age of unity and brotherhood and sisterhood. He's the man, and he's going to do it. He's going to be the catalyst. He can't accomplish everything in 4 years, but he will get things going. And he has an amazing team with him. Every institution on this planet will change and will be administered by those of the light. Now they're being controlled by, or have been, not anymore, all of them, by the dark. But as this clearing and cleaning happens, every institution will change and be administered by the light, by beings of light. And it will all transpire under the watchful eye of the Divine Mother. Now that's all I have for you today, but I sincerely encourage you to go on my website, crystalcorridorlight.com, and read the transcript, because sometimes when I make these videos, I forget something or it doesn't come out just quite the way I write it. The video generally comes out a few days before, because I don't do it myself. I make the video, but I don't know how to. I'm not very good at technology, so it always takes a few more days for the transcript to be posted on my website. But anyway, I'll leave you with that. And I'm very excited about what's happening for our world. And I hope you are too, because it's going to be an amazing time. Absolutely amazing. So hang on to your seatbelts. Bye-bye.